Hey guys, it's Multimedia 7 here to do a channel message. This channel message is a part two of the previous message I just did. All right. If I'm not mistaken, the general channel message was about like a baby mama, baby daddy type of scenario, or ex lover scenario. What happens next? What happens after they become an ex? It was a scenario about something going on from the perspective of the person you left or who left you, and you're not going back to that person, and how and what's actually going on with them. If you care to know, or you're this is what you're going to see going on with that person that you're no longer dating on, etc. Notes in regards to this channel message. Notes in regards to this channel message. Someone tried to make it seem like you were the problem and it really was them. Back to center reversal was done, and now the enemy and or your enemies are afraid. All right. The previous channel message, I said I had a 2D dream catcher message where it was a woman. Like I said that I don't know if it's you, I don't know if somebody else was doing it, but somebody had did witchcraft on somebody's home, and it could have something to do with the ex-lover. And the ex-lover who the witchcraft was put on at their home in front of their residence is affecting the rest of their family members of your ex-lover. It don't matter if they move or whatever the case may be, because it's something that was buried, or maybe it was a secret they didn't know about this witchcraft being placed on this ex-lover. Your ex-lover's family didn't know about this. So as they were getting affected by what was going on, they had no idea. Um, Notes in regards to this channel message, I wrote order up. So like a day, 2 days ago, I was telling y'all. I said I'm not gonna talk about today. I'll talk about next day. So I don't know. This might be significant. A few months ago, there was a business endeavor scenario situation where there was a projection of like somebody didn't want me to do business, so they tried to halt my resources or whatever the case may be. But it was like a projection. So from my perspective, it was looking all right, I'm gonna just let. But like, I didn't get upset about it. It's like that's very significant. I didn't get upset about it. I was upset, but I was just like, I don't know, like once again, I was telling y'all like previous months ago, it was like I made all these plans a year in advance. Then when the time came for me to do specific things, it's like people, places, things previously that wanted to be a part of these ventures that no longer were a part of the ventures. It seemed like they were projecting or um, some residue of karma from them, unwarranted karma was coming from them. So like when I'm doing these business ventures previously, I was trying to at least because of whatever somebody else had going on, and they were still trying to keep me in their karmic energy, even though I'm no longer around them. It was affecting a business endeavor of mine. So it was going on for like 2 months. So it could be something about like a Taurus, in particular the person who was like trying. They was like this person is so interesting. Like the Taurus producer, I'm not really that fond of. Like my ex lover, my Virgo male ex lover, Lulu, he had tried to do some sort of alchemy spell work using the Taurus producer, and then he was also trying to be funny as he was doing it, and he tried to involve other people, including myself, indirectly, in this alchemy he tried to do for himself. But it ended up not. I don't know if it did what it had to do for him, but it ended up not like come to fruition because the whole point of alchemy is like work together. But because I had to leave that scenario situation, obviously, so now when I try to do another particular business venture previously, it's like they didn't even want me to. Like, I'm not necessarily saying it's a Taurus producer or my ex lover, the male ex lover Virgo, Lulu. I'm not saying it's them, not per se. It could be directly, indirectly, whatever the case would be. It's just like whatever they had going on, and I haven't been around them. It's like I don't know if they got my name in their mind. I seen the Taurus producer not too long ago. It's like he had no business being where the fuck I was at. Like no funny shit. Like it's like he kept trying to like. It's like I just kept seeing so many different scenarios where like they were trying to energy harvest off of my energy and what I had going on, because that was their fuel source for a while, and I could see as basically as whatever they were trying to do with my energy was going to shit. Not for me, but for them, because it's not their energy. They need, and I'm no longer around them, right? They needed to find excuses or ways to come around me and stuff like that. So they ended up like this could be a scenario like I talked to y'all previously about this one particular scenario. It was a channel message, and I was saying something along the lines of someone needs your help to do something, and you could have helped them from the kindness of your own heart. Um, whatever talent, gift, skills, etc. But that person was trying to take your talent, gift, skills, etc., and use it as their own to, I wouldn't say influence, but I'm trying to word influence, to influence another person or make it seem like it's something that they were doing instead. And here go the flies. Somebody is a monitoring spirit, bitch. Somebody be coming to you to figure out not necessarily how you do something, how they can make it appear like they're doing it too, so that they could be either compensated by somebody else, or it could just be like a attention seeking type of scenario. Like somebody wants to imitate things that you do because they see the type of attention you get, and at first it was working for them, but because you're no longer around them, they don't have any more material or things to go off of to keep that going, keep that momentum going. It's like somebody got a piece of your I wouldn't say energy. Somebody wants you to be sad about something. Somebody thinks you're very, very blessed and you have really, really good energy. Just give an energetic vamp type scenario. God forbid, review, the fly is gone. Um, Somebody thinks you have really, really good energy. So they want to energy harvest off of you to attract to your energy. They could have also tried to do like some variation of like a binding spell so that not only they can attract to your energy, they can keep that energy for themselves and manipulate others. But this is somebody that not wasn't necessarily treating you good. So that could have been the reason why you try to cut ties with them. And then when you did that, it's like this is basically all it is. Somebody tried to do a binding spell on you, and when they try to do a binding spell on you, basically you did like your own rendition of a cord cutting, and whatever manipulation tactic they try to do on you to even do that binding spell, and whatever variation, it like a back to center reversal happened. So like they needed you to want to be in their energy, to be around them, for them to do their tactic. But because you didn't want to do that, then the reverse. So now, like, it's kind of giving that obsession type of scenario. Like, now they try to do any and everything to get up in your energy, be around you, etc., etc. Because they need that energy. This is like somebody have good, like you just got good energy, and then somebody doesn't appreciate it the way they should appreciate it. Then you leave, and they don't know what to do without that energy. It could be as simple as that. Anywho, that was a lot. That was just a lot. A back to sender reversal was done, and now the enemy and enemies are afraid. Oh my gosh, these people are panicking. These people are panicking, bitch. They are panicking. They don't know what to do without your energy. But like I was saying, this is a part two of the previous channel message, so it's like giving like baby mama, baby daddy, ex type scenarios. Like somebody was like living off of your energy for a very long time, and then once you snatch that bitch away from them, you called your energy back. They don't know what to do, bitch. It's also giving some sort of identity crisis type of scenario. Like, let's say in this person's mind, that's your enemy or op, whether it's an ex-lover, whether it's like a baby mama, baby daddy scenario situation, take the message how it resonates for you. Let's say somebody only had an identity via through you, like that's such and such baby mama, or that's my such and such baby daddy, or that's my such and such baby mama, and that's my such and such ex, and that like without that title, somebody don't know what to identify as anymore. This could be something about somebody's sexuality. Oh my gosh, bitch. Somebody could have been on the down low, bitch. Like, in regards to their sexuality, they could be gay, but like they're hiding it. And you could have been dating that person or something. And then you left, and then now they have to live in their truth. And they don't necessarily want to do that. Woo. But oh yeah, I said in regards to my in regards to this channel message and notes, I wrote order up. Yeah, that's what I was trying to talk about. So like basically, I had something about a side bitch. Anywho, so like the other day I was thankful to God about I was able to do like some catering. Um, I told you the story about all that, like how somebody like basically blocked their blessings. So I was just like, if you gonna block your blessings, I'm not gonna block mine, and I went about my business. Um, so I got to and there's something also I need to let you guys know about. Don't tell somebody what you got going on until you have accomplished it, or like it's just about done. Ready. I'm here ready for publication. People want your services or what you're providing. When I wrote and what you're providing, I was hearing something about in regards to romantic love life stuff. Um, this could be like roles reversed or something like that in regards to like a man may want to provide for you or be a provider in some sort of way, and like they're eager to do so. Also, there's an energy of making space for what is needed. Yesterday I was like cleaning, and I felt like a particular area was too cluttered, so I decomposed it. No pun intended. Like I just made it uncluttered and organized. And like when I say the air quality, just spiritually, it just felt so good. Like it just, hmm. It actually like I don't know. Like it just did something. You can even say something about feng shui. I don't know if you're going like furniture shopping or etc. You have a secret ally. Also, God wants you to know that you got options, and take that message how it resonates. That can mean anything. Um, and you got options in regards to your resources. Also, um, previously there could have been scenarios where your resources could have seemed limited based on previous people's projections. Now this is a time where the reversals back to senders on those projections are going back onto the enemy and oppositions, who were wishing bad intent on you, who trying to block connections previously, so that you are able to obtain these resources. All glory be to God. Now let's get into the 2D Dreamcatcher message. Um, the second part of the 2D Dreamcatcher message from yesterday, um, it was something about a man and woman who visits a mother's home. This could be happening right now. I don't know if you have a significant other and you're going to be visiting his parental figure, most likely his mother, or you just might be seeing about the residence or something like that. Um, this can have something to do with the zodiac signs of Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, and Taurus. Zodiac sun sign placements. Also, in regards of your second house placement is very significant. There could be talks about purchasing a home or home equity or something about your home life, even if it's like home in regards to like how you were raised. Um, it's something about like how you were raised in the perspective of a woman. So like, or a man, it can be vice versa. It's something about how you were raised by your mother is very significant. I don't know if somebody wants to see like, were you raised well or were you raised opposite of that? It's very significant. This could be happening right now. Um, I'm not really getting anything about emotional incest from mother figure to child, but there could be an indication of having a close relationship with your mother's side of the family or your significant other doing so, or maybe even your ex lover, or etc. etc. Something significant about that. All right, in regards to the zodiac signs I just mentioned. Ooh. Something about someone having some sort of relationship, even if it's platonic, with a parental figure who is not their biological parent. This could be pertaining to your ex lover or baby mama, baby daddy scenario situation. Somebody might think, I don't know if you're dating this person, I don't know if this is why your previous relationship is non existent. Somebody could have had a parental figure who did not raise them, who was not their biological parent, vice versa, who was very intrusive, emotionally incestuous with this particular person. That could be the reason why you're no longer with this ex lover. Somebody did root work? Wow. Anywho's, you might be in a like nurturing energy right now. I actually was hearing when root work, I was hearing actually nesting. So even in the previous message, I was talking about prediction of pregnancy and stuff like that. This could be going on. Confirmation. This could be going on. There's a man and woman that like are scared of something. This could be the Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, zodiac sign, one or the other, or in their birth chart. This could be the opposition. They was thinking that a mother figure is going to harm them, so they both quickly leave in the 2D Dreamcatcher message. It's a scenario like two people, they go visit a mother figure's home, then they go to attend to, then the mother figure goes to attend to their child, and then like um, all right, so there's been like this trending content going on. I've been seeing on my For You page where um, parents like parents who just like conceive their child and stuff like that, and I don't know. I guess they need a little breather. They've been like ding dong ditching with their children, their infant children, and leaving them at the grandparents' house. That can be very significant. It's like a parallel message though. I'm using that for example because like it's two different scenarios. Like the actual content where, yeah. I'm on your phone. All right, get your things together. But I'm vlogging right now. Okay. All right. So the actual piece of content was depicting that these people were doing this trend of the ding dong ditching and leaving the newborn at the grandparents' house, but every single grandparent was happy to see their grandchild. All right, you might have a scenario, a situation like you're a fit parent. You have intermediate extended family that loves and cares about you, that's able to help out when you need a little breather and stuff like that. There could have been a projection coming from your enemy, opposition, whomever they are, where they were trying to make it seem like you was going to be an unfit parent. You didn't have the skills, the tools, or were equipped to be a parent. Like as if you were neglectful, or somebody could have tried to project some sort of negativity in the realm of that, and that's not true, and that's not what's going on. In fact, these enemy and opposition, that's exactly what they got going on. I did the excuse me. Capricorn is very significant as Lion Gate has commenced. Very, very significant. I don't know what's going on with Capricorn, but like the previous 3 days, it's been like Capricorn, 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 and I'm just like, yeesh. It could be something about an ex-lover and or a previous friend of yours. It's very significant. One moment. Very significant. It could be a previous friend, an ex-lover, enemy, opposition, either or way. Whoever this person or persons are, they was trying to previously project or cause bad intended scenarios for you as a parent. Could have been talking shit about you and your parenting skills, even your child, bitch. God forbid, rebuke. And now they going through some shit in regards to their parents' confirmation, in regards to parenting. This could be a scenario where everything I said about in good intent and what you got going on is fine. But these enemy oppositions, they don't want you to know this. Like, they might have an intermediate extended family that is very adamant about not helping them if they have children. Don't drop it. Like grandparents, like don't drop no grandkids off. We not trying to see them. No, I'm not gonna watch them. Like some shit like that. They're being neglectful. They're not doing the right shit in regards to parenting. They're not handling their shit for real. And they are scared. They don't know what to do. And could be something that's being exposed publicly about these enemies and ops, about their parenting skills, because they was talking so much shit about you. They was projecting so much negativity on you. They didn't want you to succeed in being a parent because of whatever mindset they were in. Now what's happening to them, they could be a little bit remorseful in regards to how they used to be treating you because of what they're going through right now. This morning, something very significant happened, and it reminded me of a 2D catcher message in the dream state where it was the perspective. Like, I had this 2D dream catcher message previously, right? Not too long ago, actually. And in the dream itself, I was going to, because I don't want to jinx anything. I'm not, but like, basically, I was going somewhere that I was recommended to be at. So it was Upper Echelon, and they're like, yeah, they're like, and here is this, and here is that, and here's that, and these are the amenities, and this and the third. Really nice, really upscale justice. And then I went into this room that was like significant of prophecy and prediction. And I looked outside the window because somebody was calling my name, like somebody was yelling, like for help, bitch. This person, somebody was yelling for help. It was like so intense the way this person was yelling for help. So I look out the window and I see this person, and this person was trying to. This person was yelling for help because they were trying to copy, mimic me. And I guess the back is in a reversal, like them went to shit on them because like this person was acting like they was me, or they could be me, or pretend to be me, or energy harvest off of me, whatever the case may be. And then like it was these two groups of children, both male and female, and they were like, it was like these large groups of male and female children in two different lines, and they were closing in on the person while they was on the ground, couldn't go nowhere to turn, and these children was approaching them slowly like it was a scary movie. This is somebody who was like, this person. This is somebody who project on you like this. This person think they all that. They think they can do this. They think they can do that. They can't do that shit. They not a good parent. They can't do this. They don't that. They don't nothing. And then God boomed on them. This is somebody who could have been talking shit about you and your parents because the God was just like, oh yeah, baby, back to 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 back. This person just keep popping out motherfucking children, bitch. Can't even keep up with them. No shade. Now all the shit they was talking about you and your parenting skills, they is overwhelmed because I don't know how many kids you got or whatever the case may be. They got more than you, and they're under the pressure. They feeling stressed. Now they want you to come back in and show them what you was doing in regards to parenting and stuff like that. Be a positive outlook, a lookbook as to what to do, what steps to take, and stuff like that. You're nowhere around them. They're wishing like, oh my gosh, I wish this person was around because they would tell me what to do, or oh, I wish this person was around because then I can see what they got going on. I can kind of, and you ain't nowhere there, and it's your choice if you want to go back and help that person. But God just wants you to know they was talking a lot of shit. They were doing a lot of negativity against you, so I wouldn't recommend that. Um, as these enemy and ops were leaving, all right, this could be a couple. This enemy op, they could be a couple. Somebody, it could have been a couple trying to project on you and your parenting skills. Like they wanted to be the better couple, the better family, whatever the case may be. Even if they baby mamas, baby daddies. You could be. This is a scenario like this. It could be a baby mama, baby daddy trying to compete with a married couple. It could be a baby mama, baby daddy trying to compete with a single parent. Now they scared. And whoever these enemy ops is, God wants you to know that they for sure definitely left you. There's not a scenario where this your ex lover, this your baby mama, baby daddy that you, but there's somebody who like left you, bitch. They left you probably in a time when you needed them or you was going through something. They ain't give a fuck. They was talking down on you. They was talking shit. Hey, how you doing, moderator? Where you been at? Where you been at? You sound so great today. Thank you. But yeah, this is a scenario situation where like if you're a parent, there was like another couple, like another couple who's in a relationship or some. I did mention something. There's something about side bitch somewhere. I don't fucking know. There could be something about like a baby mama, baby daddy situation. And like they try to compete with like either like a single parent or a married couple or something like that in regards to parenting skills or who the better parents and stuff like that. And they definitely getting boomed on right now. These people is scared. They was talking so much shit, doing projecting so much negativity on you and what you had going on. Now God is giving them double, triple, quadruple the workload in regards to their parenting skills, in regards to being parents. I'm telling you, this is somebody who could been talking so much shit about you parenting, and God was like, "Oh, you gonna talk about this person? All right, boom, 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 boom. You just keep, they keep having, not you, but they just, maybe not just keep having babies back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. They can't even keep up with this shit. Or their kids need this, that, that, this, that, that, this, that, that. They can't keep up with. Like it's something like that. It's something very ironic. Oh my gosh, you said Olive Garden. So I had it. All right. So all right. So you came right on time because I had it. All right. I had a dream this morning. To the catch a message. I had a dream this morning. Moderator. I had a dream this morning. Right. I had woke up like I had made me something to eat last night. I took a nap. I woke back up early this morning, and I was just like, dang, I'm a little hungry. But I was like, I didn't feel like cooking, so I was like, all right, let me take a nap. I had to force myself. I was like, let me go back because I was tired. I was just like, I wanted to continue napping. I don't even know why I woke up this early. So I was like, let me take a nap. When I wake up, I'll cook. I ate steak for breakfast, bitch. It was so good. But yeah, so like I'm gonna just cook when I wake up because I had the taste for meat. I wanted to cook meat at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, no, just have it for breakfast. So I went back to take a nap. Like it felt like it was a 1 minute nap, literally. So like in the dream state, I was like, I couldn't really see, but and I know when usually when I had like not that I couldn't see, but like when it's like a point of view dream and it's kind of murky and stuff like that, I know it's like I'm usually lucid dreaming and stuff like that. So like before I woke up, so I woke up by like a sergeant drum band parade or something like that. They had woke me up early in the morning. As I was waking up, before I even realized what was going on, I was at Olive Garden eating the breadsticks because I still haven't been to Olive Garden or whatever the case may be. And before I went to bed, I was thinking about Olive Garden. I kept thinking Olive Garden, Olive Garden. I'm just like, yeah, I really want to go Olive Garden. So I was looking at their menu, and I was just like, I really want to go Olive Garden, whatever the case may be. So in the dream, I was trying to figure out what to eat and stuff like that. I didn't know what I wanted to eat, and then I just remember like Olive Garden, and specifically the breadsticks, or whatever the case may be. And as soon as I started thinking about Olive Garden and the breadsticks in the dream state, motherfucking marching band was like, wake up, wake up. They literally marching, singing that stuff. Good morning, wake up. I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? You said, oh my gosh. uh, you don't go. Don't say. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's alright. We all got lives. Live your life. Like I wasn't doing messages for a few days. Like it was like 2 days I didn't do some messages previously because I was eating good. The day I kept ordering this pretzel burger. I don't know if you consider it eating good, but like I used to have this thing for a pretzel burger. Not used to be working my 9 to 5 out in suburbia, so I would always order the pretzel burger. Um, it's just one of the nostalgic moments, whatever the case may be, because it was like years ago and it was new on their menu, even though it was fast food. But like it was the bun. The bun was very fascinating to me. That was a pretzel bun, but like even like the ingredients they had on the burger is just like yum. So like I don't know what made me think about that the other day. So I was just ordering food and getting what I want. I just been eating good. Thank you, Myron. Myron, you're the best. Anywho's. So yeah, we basically at the end of the channel message, but if you want more content into like context into like what I'm talking about today, I did the channel message yesterday, and this is part two. I believe what did I title the channel message yesterday? I'm like, your ex's family cursed themselves trying to curse you or something like that. Something like that. Um, but yeah, so your enemy, your opposition, your ex lover. These are different scenarios, one and the same. Take them into how it resonates. Baby mama, baby daddy scenario situation that you're no longer with. All right, they're scared because without you, they don't have a identity. It's like these will be people that whether they knowingly or unknowingly, like now they're realizing like every conversation they was having, they included your name into it, whether you was there or not. Every story they had to tell, your name got brought up. It's like everything in their life really consists around you, and they want to make it seem like being over dramatic, like, oh, they think the world revolves around them and they ain't shit and this and that and this and that. But like they're coming to realize it kind of does. All right, I'm from the north. As they were leaving, someone else comes to visit the home, and the man and woman are quietly belligerent, barely explaining. Now, this is what's going on. These people who have free will and chose to leave your life, regardless of what scenario was going on, and still had the audacity to put their that just speak on your name in negative connotation for no good reason. Wanted to try to make your life hard as they were leaving. Wanted to like project negativity to you as a parent. It was like as soon as they left the scenario situation in regards to you, and them leaving you is not necessarily bad. It's just the way they went about it. They quickly realized like, oh shit, that might not have been the right thing to do. I don't know what they got going on. They like I did say in the previous message, like somebody, I don't know if like so, like I don't know who did the spell work. This is why it's interesting. Let's say hypothetically, excuse me. Let's say hypothetically, your ex lover, whoever that might be to you, had did like some sort of spell work to for you to get in a connection with them previously, and then they decide to leave the scenario and leave you still stuck in the spell. That's what initially started the back to center reversal, because like the intent of it all, they're not like doing the right thing, they're putting spell work on someone and then just dipping off with no explanation. That's where the initial back to center went, and like that's when it like even like I'm hearing love spell, because we were talking about that in the previous message. It's like you have an ex lover who tried to do a love spell on you, and even if it's not a love spell, if it's in the physicality thing, this is somebody who, you know, was sweet talking you, making you feel like they wasn't going to like do you something in regards to bad intent, and they did that shit, and with no explanation, dipped off, started a new life, got with somebody else, basically had you in their mind, from their perception, had you stuck on stupid, or that's what they perceived, and God started booming on them, because initially what that does is the back to center reverse. If they did a love spell, that the love spell wouldn't be a love spell anymore. If they left, it would turn to witchcraft. But because you didn't do the love spell on them, and they try to do it to you, that love spell when it reverses is actually witchcraft. But I told y'all somebody definitely did bury some shit in front of somebody's home. Now, there's a scenario. This is why I say, like, your enemy or opposition, they're being embarrassed publicly because I don't. There's certain things they did and said in regards of you that's kind of like they got to eat their own words in a sense, and they're not feeling too good about it. They don't want people to know what's really going on in their scenario situation when it comes to you. They might even be scared of you speaking out and being in your truth. And then I don't even think it's a scenario situation where you're like purposefully trying to be rude, mean, or malicious against these persons or people. I think it's just happening naturally. Like, like maybe a friend of a friend, or you know of someone that used to know y'all when y'all was a thing. Like they're like, oh, what happened to such and such? What happened to this person? What happened with? And it's like, oh yeah, this and that happened. Or people that they were speaking to in regards to you, and they're seeing a different perspective going on with you versus them, and they're just like, it's something like that. So these enemy oppositions, they're picking and choosing who they are speaking to about the situation regarding you, and it's not even no situation regarding you. Is that it's present. Like this is not present, future scenario situation. This is past. Somebody's getting caught up from shit from the past that they were saying and doing against you. In regards to you being a parent, in particular, bitch. Oh, that reminds me. So like, I had made it a point. So basically, in the month of March, I had a meeting with a group of people, and at that meeting, I was told I could ask specific questions about specific endeavors that would lead me to a new situation. The person who was helping to curate that meeting, who was hired to help me gain that information, told me I could ask those specific questions at that specific meeting. Meeting was had. I thank God for the people who places in the environments that I'm in that are like also destiny helpers, because this bitch told me, oh, you gotta ask me that question at the meeting and then I'll have the answer for you. I gave this bitch like a whole month or two to prep for the answer. I get there, I'm just like, oh, I did the whole meeting, and then I let everybody speak, say what they gotta say. I got the information I needed. Then I was just like, ah. Also, in addition, you said I could ask you this question about X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, So what's going on with that? Oh, you can't do that endeavor to send a third because, to paraphrase, I want to still do business with you, and if you were to go do that new venture, we would not be able to do business with each other. Don't worry, it's going to be a good business venture with us moving forward. I don't want to do that. So can you please provide me the information I asked you to go obtain? Oh, you can't do that because if you do that, then I'm going to have to take this out of this our business endeavor. That I paraphrasing that the woman was saying that like she would have to take something out of our previously current. This was like in the month of March. In the month of March, she was like, when we was doing business together, she was like, oh, if you leave this business arrangement, then I'm gonna have to withhold from the business arrangement. That's not your jurisdiction. That's not your jurisdiction at all. And the other authoritative leaders in that scenario, who were working very close with me throughout the whole year, last year and this year, I didn't even get to even be like, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? They was like, wait, are you saying they start turning to lawyers? They're like, are you saying if she does not do business with you, then you're going to withhold X, Y, and Z. And then she started changing up. She started switching up. Like, no, I said, no, I meant. And then she's like, yeah, actually, yes, you can do what you're asking to do. All right, can you acquire me the information? I like you said you were gonna have the information here. Um, I'm not really at liberty to give you this information. You have to go do X, Y, and Z and fill out this paperwork and go talk to this person at another location because they're my boss. So that was in March. Within 2 months, I did those things. I even remember. So I went to go speak to this person's boss. Now, first and foremost, this person sent me to the wrong location. This person didn't want me to stop doing business with them, so they sent me to the wrong location. It was within the accurate location, but they sent me to the wrong department. I'll go to the department this person who still want to do business with me who was supposed to be acquiring this information from me anyways. So this person was trying to make it hard for me to do what I want to do. I'll go to the location. I speak to the people. They're looking at me like, it was so funny because I went there and HR was there. It was so ironic. When I went there waiting to be seen, the HR department came down there. And the HR department was like fixing people's pay and stuff like that. It was like and handed like it's people who hadn't got paid for working and doing what they had to do in regards to that business. The HR came down was giving people they pay and stuff like that who hadn't received it previously. I'm like, Then the department I was in, they was like, yeah, you might as well go to a different department and acquire this information. Right after that, I'm like, all right. So I went to another location. They told me to go to a specific other location. God was like, go down the hall and over, because when I walked into the location originally of this official building, I seen this woman at a desk, and it was like I kept looking at her and I couldn't understand why. So like after that whole scenario where the person who wanted to keep doing business with me sent me to the wrong department, the HR had came. Then after HR had came, they told me, yeah, basically I was in the wrong department. Go to another location within the building. Before I could even go to the other location in the building, God was like, go down the hall, go stand over there by that lady at that desk you kept looking at. You'll find your person there. I goes there, stands in front of the desk. The woman at the desk, she was security. She was like, can I help you with anything? You looking for anybody? Whatever the case may be. Ironically, at the same time she started asking me the question, this woman walked out of her office. And she overheard the conversation. She was like, I'm the person in charge of that, actually. So I went to her office. I started explaining to her what was going on. She kept nodding her head as I was talking, but it looked like she was devising up a plan. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So I didn't know whether I was not to tell her everything that was going on or to limit what I was saying. I was trying to be careful with my words because it wasn't necessarily nothing I was doing wrong. I could just read her spirit, and I was just like, something. I'm like, all right. She was nodding her head in this type of way and smiling, and I was just like, So fast forward, she heard what I said, and she was like, basically, the person who was working under her that was supposed to be assisting me didn't do. She did do something wrong, but what she did wrong was she was supposed to direct me to her boss. That's what her boss said verbatim. She said she wasn't supposed to direct you over here. That's why they've been giving you the runaround, because in their contract, we're not even supposed to let you know this information that you can do this other business venture, and that's why she acting like that. And I'm like, well, me being a parent, now I've came across this information. It's public information, by the way. I don't know why your business would have public information that y'all don't want to disclose. But some way, somehow, I came across it. So, like, by you saying that this is not information that would be privy to the average parent in the district, in the region, that would mean I would be one of a lot of people, many people who don't know about this information. So that would kind of make this situation easy, don't you think? She started like trying to get combative a little bit because I think she felt though like I was telling her how to do her job, but I was just saying like, listen, like I ain't gonna tell nobody. Like, you just do this for me or whatever the case would be because you're supposed to. But you're actually, by having this conversation, let me know even more by saying that, like, basically, your job is to hide the truth from a large region of people. And the claims she was making in regards to why they don't tell the people was very valid, but very, one moment. It was what she was saying was true. She was saying, listen, the reason why we don't tell parents in this region about this opportunity is because then everybody will be trying to do it and it will be an inconvenience to everybody in the region. Because she was saying that because everybody has a right to make this particular choice, howsoever, if everybody knew about it, then everybody would feel like they were more entitled than the next person to get this particular business venture going. And I'm like, all right, so since you've already disclosed to me that you don't let parents know this information, and I'm the only person that really know about it, and I'm already here and I have the paperwork, let's just get this process going. She hands me a form. She said, I want you to write up the person that was working under her that told me the information. So to me, it was giving like she didn't want to get her hands dirty. Because this woman. So the woman who was being rude to me that was working with me previously, she slipped up and told me some information she wasn't supposed to tell me. But it was public knowledge, so she couldn't not talk about it because as a parent, I'm supposed to know this certain information if I ask. So when I went to her boss, that she indirectly tried to not get me to go speak to about the specific scenario, when her boss found out about it, she wanted it to me immediately have her written up and facing consequences because she slipped up and said something that she under contract was not supposed to talk to me about, even though it was public knowledge. So in my mind, and I'm knowing with discernment because it seemed like she was arguing with me, but she was smiling with me and she was cool with me, and she understood what I was saying. I'm just like, all right, I think she wants me to write her up. This person that disclosed the information to me, but knowing that I'll be writing her up, and I'm closely working with that person, and that's her boss. That's trying, in this moment, trying to help me. It was like this interesting like deal being made in the spiritual. It was like it's like her boss was like, help me write her up because you need something that I could give you as a parent. So if you write this person up, you're going to no longer be working with that person. And when you're no longer working with that person, then you're automatically going to be working with me. And if I'm working with her boss and she's written up and she's out of the equation, the picture, then the process is gonna go towards the next venture that I already been acquiring about. But the boss didn't want to get her hands dirty. I'm like, she was arguing with me, but she was like looking at me like, I gotta talk to you like this. Like, it was like in the spirit, she was like, I gotta talk to you like this, but I'm not mad at you at all. She was arguing me until I read up the person who was working underneath her. I was like, wow. She read it. She's like, yes, like yes. You said everything eloquently. This is right. I'm just like, I don't even give a fuck about this. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way that this cannot move forward to in regards to processing. Like it's like this has to move forward in regards of what I'm requesting as a parent, because if I just wrote this person up, this person's supposed to be closely working with me. That means that moving forward, I cannot work with that person because I've written them up. So like that would be unethical at that point in time, because then there will be a bias, and you can't have a bias in regards of the Institute of Education and the well being of children, especially in regards to a parent. So I'm like, this gonna work out in my favor. She's like, yeah, we're gonna call you. We're gonna call you. We're gonna mail you the information. Thanks for handing it in. I'm like, all right, cool. Like a few weeks go by. I'm like, no phone call, no mail. I'm like, all right. So I start emailing people within the similar departments and stuff like that are literally being funded by the government to help in these scenarios. But before that, I was calling them. I'm calling these people, calling these people, calling these people. They not trying to pick up the phone. They too busy, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, let me email them then. Very persistent as a parent. Let me email them then. So I email who seemed to be in charge of whatever the case may be. I email him. I ain't gonna hold you. I look. They have pictures next to their like contact information. I'm looking at his contact information. I'm like, he have the LGBT community, no funny shit. So I'm like, let me see how this goes. Like, I wasn't thinking nothing about his sexuality, but I just peeped it. Like, he looked like he's like of the LGBT community. I ain't gonna hold you. He look a little gay. So I email him on a weekday, because I'm like the beginning of a weekday at that, and he messaged me back on Saturday at nighttime. I didn't even know you any government official did Saturday, what day? Karma. He emailed me like on Saturday at like evening time. I didn't know government officials could be at home on their day off sending business emails to parents on a weekend night at that. So I'm just like, wow. Because I'm under the impression, like, not saying that they can't have the email, but I would think that their email would be linked to the government building when they're at home. Learn something new. Hey, guess who's back? So he emailed me back. I ain't gonna hold you. I was upset because like at this point it's like March, April, May, June, July. It's been like 4 months. No call back, no email, no mail. Like I'm just like, this is so unprofessional. But this was the stigma previously, and I didn't want to carry that stigma into the next school year. So I'm just like, I'm doing everything y'all told me to do. I did what the person I was working with previously said to do. The person sent me to the wrong place. Guy intuitively led me to the right person. I went to the right person. They said, write that person up. I'll help you. I did what the person told me to do. I wrote that person up for them, and then it was no call back, no email, no mail. I messaged the other person who was supposed to be in charge via email. This this man messaged me back. I knew he was. It was interesting because like my email, I did a very thorough, long message. I sent screenshots of proof of me completing documented work and stuff like that. Putting in the request since March. You could see through my email my first and last name. This nigga was like, hello, Miss such and such. I'm like, Like, not Mrs., but Miss. Not, am I a Mrs.? I will be one day. But it's like, what made you think I was a Miss and not a Mrs.? I ain't about to even hold you. I'm foreign. So, like, I would think, like usually, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, usually when people don't know, they do like they don't put like Miss or Mrs. Blah, blah, blah. It's like I felt like intuitively it's the way he typed it, it's the way he wrote it. Intuitively, it felt like he was already like stereotyping me, and I was just like, whoa, because the message I sent him was very long and detailed. I put people names in it. I put um evidence that I made a claim back in March. And I think this man read my email, skimmed through it, saw that information there. He was like, "Whoa, I don't want these problems." Well, he was like, "Hey, Miss Such and Such, I am in charge of this department, but this specific need, you need to talk to this person." Thank you. I will tell him when they complete the process. I saw that. I immediately messaged the person I need to message. Why the person email address that I'm supposed to be talking to is like it was like a it's like the gay guy. This is so interesting. The gay guy who referred me to the other person who I'm supposed to speak to. First of all, the two people I was supposed to be working with previously before was two females. Now I spoke to one man who's supposed to be in charge. He directed me to another man to get some stuff handled. And the guy he referred me to, why abbreviation, his email name, this and third, was all abbreviations to like Multimedia 7. I'm like, all right, like it's like the gay man. Like at first, I felt like he was stereotyping me, and he probably was, but like it was like he was giving coded messages in the email, and I was just like, whoa, whoa. I'm like, whoa. And there's also like this domino effect. Channel message in the channel. There's a domino effect going on in regards to your enemy or ops. There are certain people God sent to you to help you in certain scenarios. It's like help me help you type of scenario. Vice versa. Somebody was sent into your life to help you in some sort of way previously, and they did not do what the fuck they were supposed to do. And they're getting reprimanded in the physical and the spiritual. Because this woman told me to write this woman up so she could help me. She did not do what she was supposed to do previously. My Pisces ex-lover keep projecting on me today. Why? So yeah, somebody was supposed to help. Somebody was supposed to help you in a scenario situation. They chose not to help you, but they wanted you to do something for them. Like somebody wanted you to help them get rid of somebody else, and you helped them whether directly or indirectly, and they didn't hold up their end of the bargain, basically in the physicality or spirituality of things, etc. And now God's gonna reprimand them the same way they try to have you reprimand somebody else for them. While you still get what you want, amen, amen. Somebody, if you have an ex-lover or a baby mom, baby daddy you're no longer with, this person was so adamant about leaving your scenario situation relationship previously, flaunting another person that they're dealing with in your face and trying to make you feel like they got a one up on you in some sort of way. They didn't care how you felt in the scenario situation because they basically were projecting you to be sad and down and out and not doing as good as them. Now the roles have reversed. They had like these people, ex lovers, etc., had the time to do what they wanted to do you something, didn't care how you felt about the scenario situation. Now it's your turn. Now, and it's not like, oh, we about to do the same thing. It's a scenario situation where Now it's the time for your love life to thrive. Now it's the time for you to receive resources from many different people, places, and things, not environments. Now it's like this is your time for you to have what you've been praying for, what you want. These motherfuckers can't even take it. They like literally, they don't know what to do. They done said so much shit about you that was wrong. It was woo. They going through it. That was lies. That was wrong. False projections of you to people. They don't know how to explain themselves now about the scenario situations in regards to you previously. They don't now in regards to your love life, you might obviously be with a new person, not entering a relationship, etc., etc. This is the type of person. This ex-lover is the type of person. You with somebody new now. They want to find a way. I don't know, play a game of telephone or like, God forbid, or friends of friends, or I know this person of this person, etc. They trying to find a way into your love life to figure out what's going on. You're no longer dealing with them. They don't know what's going on. Instead of figuring out shit in their own life that they got fucked up right now, they're adamant about you not, doing them how they did you. So they try to figure out like, oh my gosh, like I don't want them to have be in a relationship because when I left the relationship with them and I moved on with another person, I was really doing them bad and wishing them bad, and now they back in a relationship, they about to do me the same. Um, I want to find out a way how to get towards they lover and be like, do you really want them? I used to date them. It wasn't all that. Like, they're not a good person like that for real, like you think. Like this their mindset. They can't even get close to your person. Don't even worry about it. Um, because whatever they're seeing, whatever they're hearing about in regards to you and your love life, they are scared. They are scared. And like I said in the beginning of the share message, it's like something about your second house placement. It's something about money, like money, self esteem, finances, obviously, stability. Like they're afraid of you being and having stability in some sort of way because they don't got it right now. Card number 194 at the top of the deck in reverse. Something about Capricorn, Gemini, Leo. Capricorn, Gemini, Leo. This could be an entertainer in the entertainment industry, possibly a musician. Um, Somebody that uses their voice in the entertainment industry. Um, this could be a father figure also, or somebody, a male father figure or something like that they used to work for. God, what do we need to know about this channel message? You either stop talking to this person, or God don't want you to talk to a specific person, but you will be hearing some confirmations or something through the grapevine about this enemy or opposition that was trying to do you something previously and what's going on with them now. Um, they're at a loss for words right now. They're lacking integrity. Their actions is not matching their words, and they're not confident in who they is at this moment. I told you, somebody suffering from imposter syndrome. Somebody wanted to live the life that you was destined to have. They thought they could hurry up and do it, leave you out in the dust, and karma came back to boom on their ass. Fifth Amendment in reverse, protection against self-incrimination. Like I said, these enemy oppositions that could possibly be your ex-lover, baby mama, baby daddy scenario situation, they was lying about you, bitch. They lying about you, falsely projecting on you, talking to other people about you in a false manner. People are starting to see. This card just came out on top. Aries. Somebody was being nosy about your personal business or what you do for your career field or something like that. Now people being nosy about what they got going on. They don't like it. It could be something about the Aries also. My biological sibling, while we on the topic of the Pisces ex-lover I had, male ex-lover I had, since sign placement. Alright, so my biological sister had a dream the other day she told me about. She said she had seen her previous Aries friend, is a female, um, in her dream state, and she my biological sibling said she was walking somewhere in the dream, and her previous Aries friend grabbed a hold of her arm. Now, arm in the dream is a reference to authority, having authority, or not really having authority, really like it's kind of like the symbolic of like the gun dreams. It's like somebody tried to do something unjust to you, and then when she grabbed her arm, she was smiling. She was smiling while grabbing her arm. It was like, and she was smiling, saying, "Oh, he shot me. He shot me. He shot me. Not me, bitch." This is what the my biological sibling's previous friend, the Aries, was saying. Somebody. This is two scenarios. Somebody you previously used to be friends with, right? Could have did something unjust to you. Not could have. They did something unjust to you. What they did unjust to you was not only did they want to take your calling and destiny, they want to act as if they could do so, or they could imitate or be you, and they could never. This person, while they was trying to do that previously, and it could be the reason why you're no longer friends with them because you caught on to the scenario situation, what was actually going on. This person, when they were pretending to be you, and decide, like they wanted to have your life, the good aspects of it, but they wanted to bash you, talk shit about you to other people. When you would be going through bad shit, whatever the case may be, they were taking notes and telling people they was actually going through it, and they wasn't. To gain sympathy or attention, they could have asked you for money or something, and they wasn't going through no bullshit, but you was, and you needed help, and I don't even know if this person was even helping you. So now that you're no longer around this person, it's like them same scenario they was lying about, that they was going through and acting as if they was going through and make it seem like, you couldn't take care of your shit and handle your shit. They're going through that same exact shit. You might hear about somebody you used to be cool with or know of, being a victim of domestic violence. Where it could be a almost fatal or actual fatal scenario situation happening. And look, oh, God forbid I'm living my supportive life. And, or, you might hear of something going on with your previous friend or somebody you knew of that you're no longer in contact with, don't fuck with, something like that. Somebody could have took a very interesting photo of this person doing something, and it's being shared about. So like, a photo or a video. Your enemy or ops are not enjoying their lives right now. No, like they can't even plan simple everyday activities to go do for their enjoyment and stuff like that. They're going through it. People find this enemy or op to be very boring. It's a Leo, an entertainer of some sort, a man. Aquarius card came out again. It's a Leo, an entertainer, a melanated person. Something about a Sunday is very significant. Right on the money. This person don't want you to know this. Somebody could have been saying the same repetitive shit about you. Truth, lies, whatever. To the same people, persons, at the same places. They tired of hearing this person talking about you, alright? It's like they like, give it a rest. Like, you keep bringing this person up. They know we're around you. The same shit you would probably say in the scenario situation if you heard this person talking about you, how they was. That's how people feel. Right on the money. They did not want you to know this. Alright. That's the channel message.